Hi everybody. I'm not filming my face today. This is a quick video just to update you. Today's project is taking all of last year's produce or citrus that I harvested yesterday, and I am zesting it and juicing it so that I will have it for cooking in the future. So right now I'm doing oranges. They look old, but what you do is simply, they are old, you make sure you wash them really well, which I did, and then I don't have my stand yet. It's not working today, it's kind of broken, so, but you zest this and get as much zest as you can out of the oranges. Then you do a separate one for the lemons, which I will show you in a minute. And then you put them in your convection oven and dry the peel and use it in your cooking. So this is my project for today. Well, I took a look at my stand and fiddled with it and I got it to work. So basically this is it's called a microplaner or a zester. Here is my old disgusting orange. It's got brown spots on it. So you want to avoid those, but any place where the peel is good, you simply just zest like this. And you want to, it's thin enough that you can really go around the bad spots quite easily. And I wish you had smell-o-vision. You do want to avoid dropping them. You can take this zest and drop it in boiling water and your kitchen will just smell amazing. I've done that in the past. That's about all I'm going to do with that one. So I'll tilt my phone a little bit here, my camera phone, so you can see how much zest I've gotten from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 old oranges. So you can see it's a little bit different in color. That's just because of the difference in the color of the fruit. I'm separating out a few old lemons. There's not many. I have to do lemons separately. So I'm kind of concentrating on the oranges right now. So that's all you do is use your microplaner here to zest. You don't want to go too far down because the white is where it's bitter. You can get these microplaners or these zesters at Walmart or Amazon. This one has a really nice handle. It's called R Blue. I'm not sophisticated enough yet to link things in the description, but I will start doing that. I also decided to play with the beast of political horrors, and I am going to be posting under, it's called, I believe, Wheelchair Housewife on YouTube. And I would love if you would go there and subscribe because it would help me out greatly. I don't need money, but it would be fun to make some. So if you would go to Wheelchair Housewife on YouTube and subscribe and share, I would love that. So that's it for my orange peels for now. I have a few others that I'm going to do tomorrow, but they, believe it or not, even though they're old, they're not quite ripe enough to juice. So actually, as I'm thinking about it, I think I'm going to go ahead and zest them at least. That way the zesting will be completely done. So I will show you my progress as I go, but look, I'm doing pretty well. Okay, come back and join me. Well, I had bought a cheap microphone. I have a new one ordered. It gave up the ghost, which is why the microphone really does help with the audio. So I won't be using it for a couple days, but I've ordered a new one. I've ordered a larger tripod. I've ordered a better remote control for the videos. I really want this to become a little bit more professional. And I decided that since I'm going to go ahead and take the trouble of recording this, I might as well record the whole thing and give you a complete full video that you can see how zesting works. So the problem with my own growing citrus is that some of the citrus is sometimes hard to tell once you've picked it, whether it's an orange or a lemon. This is because I have several varieties, and one of my oranges is very, very sweet. It's the best stuff you've ever had. One of my oranges is more like a combination of an orange and a lemon, which means it can do double duty, kind of nice. When I need something, I can just go grab it, grab one off the tree. But I don't know, I'm not good at doing that. So I need to get better about not being lazy and to go out and harvest when I have it. I tend not to do that. I take it for granted because we have it all the time, and that's kind of a bad thing. So anyway, I want to get better about using what I have at home. Let's see, that's definitely a little lemon there. It's going to be hard to figure out. So I think it'll be delicious no matter what. I could probably mix it all together and use it all the time in anything that I wanted, no matter how or what it is. But, you know, when you're making orange chicken, you want it to taste like oranges. And when you're making something for vegetables that requires lemons, you really need it to taste like lemon. So, but it's so nice not to have to buy pre-bottled lemon juices and things like that, and that you know that you have natural things at home that you made yourself. We talk a lot about not liking California. We can be very political in our house. We disagree. My husband is very, very, very conservative. I would consider myself conservative, but I used to be libertarian, so that puts me pretty smack in the middle. And I try to make statements, and then I just figure, you know what? I just want to live life and be happy. So if that means I put my videos on YouTube and they're liberal and they're censoring people, well, they're not going to censor me, although they did already. I had some Billy Joel playing in the background of one of my videos yesterday, and I got a copyright infringement warning, and they took the video off. It was for my slow cooked spaghetti, which is a shame. I have fought it and said it was a mistake, and it was just playing in the background. It wasn't an integral part of the video. So I'm hoping they'll release it. If not, it wasn't that great a recipe anyway. I would not make slow cooker spaghetti ever again. It's so much easier just to make it on the stovetop, and I'm home most of the time. You know, slow cookers are for people a lot of times that are busy doing other things, and I walk dogs and I do other things, and there are days when I use the slow cooker, but I much prefer to cook on my stovetop or in my Instant Pot, and the Instant Pot does a lot of that stuff too. I think if you buy too many appliances, you go a little nuts. But I do love my Instant Pot, and on those days when I just want to cook up some chicken and have it for the rest of the week, I found a really good recipe to cook a whole chicken in the slow cooker. It's not pretty, but as much rotisserie chicken as I use, I can save a ton of money by just throwing a whole chicken for $4 or $5 into my slow cooker and cook it all day on a Monday or Tuesday, and then have the chicken for the rest of the week. So I think that's going to become a habit in my house. So we'll see. While the rest of you are all traveling the world and going to fantastic places, that's kind of hard for us to do with Pete being in the wheelchair. I mean, heck, I got to get his hairdresser here to cut his hair to come here because it's just so hard. And our handicap van has been in the shop, and here's oranges. It's going to cost a lot of money to fix, so we end up spending money, unfortunately, on medications, hospital visits, IV infusions, lots of surgeries, while you guys get to travel the world. So I live vicariously through those of you who can afford to travel the world, while I stay home and keep my home fire burning here at home. So I'm going to end this for right now. I'll show you what this looks like when I put it in the oven. We're going to put it in the convection oven. I'm going to start at an hour. I'm going to spread it all out. I will start for an hour at probably about 300 degrees. If I ruin it, I've lost no money. This is my first time doing it. I've read up on it. I don't have a freeze dryer. I don't have a dehydrator. I just use my convection oven. So once this is all grated, it's gonna go in the oven. I'll show you that when I get to it. All right, yeah, this is looking good. Okay, see you soon. Okay, so I have pretty much zested what's available to me right now. So I'm gonna go ahead, because this is an experiment, and even though I have more fruit that will be available later in the week, I think this is plenty for my first experiment. So what I'm gonna do, I'm spreading this all out nice and thin. I am going, oh yeah, you can really tell the difference in color from the lemon and the orange. Very interesting. Oh, it smells amazing. If nothing else, I smell like I have a deliciously clean house. This is going to really make everything in my house smell great. And because I make essential oil personal products as well and give them as gifts, who knows? This may end up in one of my scrubs if it isn't food grade eligible. That's the other good thing. I experiment with lots of fun stuff. I make personal... I have so many little hobbies. I love to buy very expensive face creams. That's why sometimes my pictures look really good, because if I take the time to put on makeup and use a little bit of my expensive makeups and products that reduce swelling and wrinkles, I look way younger than I am, but I also look my age if I don't take the time to look good. So one other thing is be careful with the zester. It looks bad, but it's just a little scrape. But, you know, war wounds. All right, I will show you this right before I put it in the oven. I have orange zest literally all over my hands, my house, everywhere. So here is my orange zest. I've just put it on a cookie sheet. I have set my convection oven as an experiment for 350 degrees for 30 minutes. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. And I'm gonna let it sit in there while I go walk the dogs. I'll get back to you. I am back from walking the dogs. My oven very smartly turned itself off. So we are going to just see, ooh, oh, interesting. Oh, that smells so good. Okay, let's, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, wow, it's pretty dry. I think it's time to come out. This is interesting. Okay, as I've told you in the past, my oven is not always the cleanest. I don't use the self-clean function, and about 2-3 months ago, a pork roast boiled over in here, and I had pork fat like you wouldn't believe. It was horrible. It made a stink. It smoked up. Our smoke alarms went off. It was crazy. I just stood up from my wheelchair because I do walk the dogs in the wheelchair. All right, let me feel this. It feels like wood shavings. Very interesting. Try to break it up. I want to smell it. So coming up to my face to smell. Oh, it smells amazing. All right, I think what I'm going to do is leave this out and let it dry just a little bit more. But right now, it is very dehydrated, very dry. I think it will be perfect for packaging up. I save old spice containers, and then I put my homemade stuff, because I do have homemade basil and bay leaves and things like that, and I just use those bottles for that. It's amazing what you can do if you take the time. You just have to decide what you want to spend your time on. Let me see. Oh, my hands smell amazing. All right, so that is how you could make orange peel if you had the time, the inclination, and you're not on a cruise. If you're on a cruise, I hate your guts, and I hope you're getting sunburnt, and you better put on some sunblock, and don't fall overboard. That's it for today. I have no idea how long this video is. Bye. One last little aside. This is what my dogs look like after they've been on a walk. They both need to be groomed. Sandy's favorite spot is my chair. And Iggy, we're going to go into the living room. Iggy takes up residence in what used to be my favorite lazy boy. Now look, he's ruined it. In my fancy, schmancy living room that all matches and was very clean. This dog stole my heart. Oh, they're both itching because they need to be groomed. Iggy, Iggy, hey, stop itching. Say hi. Say hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. You good boy? All right, guys. Have a great week. I'm going to get to the point where I upload maybe twice a week. Once on Mondays and once maybe on Thursdays. Okay, there he goes. Oh, Sandy's here too. They think I'm getting treats. There's Sandy. Okay, guys, the dynamic duo. Bye.